Welcome to Car Guys. This week we're talking about 2018. Not only the cars that we're actually going to get, or hopefully get this year for the Car Guys garage, but also all the other cars we hope to drive and possibly own this year.
It's mid-January, it's drizzly and horrible, it's cold. So let's cheer ourselves up.
Sounds
with
good.
What's coming in 2018.
Oh, what's coming?
What's the thing you're looking forward to the most out of the ones that we know are gonna happen?
Well, that's an interesting question because I'm not sure. There are some cars that we are possibly getting, but not for definite. If we're talking about cars which we're definitely going to add to the Car Guys garage this year, then obviously that's got to be the 812 Superfast by Ferrari. I think though that car, from the whisperings I'm hearing from Maranello, because obviously we talk pretty much every week, I'm thinking that
even
car,
if they want to or not.
Exactly. Please do not call us anymore, Mr. Bond. The 812 Superfasts may arrive either at the end of 2018 or possibly January 19.
How does that happen? They had a bunch of press cars where everyone drove it a year ago.
Yeah.
Over a year ago.
Yeah.
Now, launched. This is our newer car. It's a lovely, or something like that. And now, you had an order in, well before that date,
Way before.
and yet not getting one until this time next year.
Yes, but to put it in perspective, even though there are sort of playboys all over Europe driving their 812s right now, and even though HR Owen has got his lovely blue one around London, all over Instagram right now, it's not been approved for road use in the UK.
No.
That hasn't happened, but look on the bright side. I'm not that bothered about not having one of the very first cars, because the first cars, well, they're the ones that they've got little bugs and gremlins and stuff. Sometimes they're not quite as good, and it's better to have the ones a little bit further along, to be honest, because I'm planning on putting a stripe on the 812. Car Guys exclusive.
Stripe. Lovely.
To put on a stripe, you generally have to make them tailor-made, so therefore you've got to do the tailor-made program, and to do that you really have to go to Italy, to the factory, to spec it.
Oh dear, what a shame. Never mind.
Yeah, so that's the 812. Obviously 789 brake horsepower,
mental,
6.5 litre V12 screaming at the front.
So what else have we got coming? So we've got 488 GTB coming.
Yeah, so we've got 488.
Just a Bogo, run-of-the-mill,
hard top, standard coupe, few little flourishes. So it's got a particularly nice paint on it. It's got certain painted parts of the car in a contrasting colour, just to sort of make it look
make it pop
meaner.
a little bit.
Yeah, and the reason why we've got one of those is because really it's a means to an end. It's the special hot version of the 488 that actually I want the most.
What we're hoping is that the 488 Speziale, when it comes out, is going to be named GTO.
It could be called a GTO, but I don't think so. I know. Please.
Never called it a GTO.
There's also the possibility that it could be called Superlight.
Superlight.
It could be called Lightweight. And also it could be called Monza. There is a strong chance that at the Geneva Motor Show they'll announce what it is. Really, in the last sort of few months, it's all been about the Porsche.
This is the thing that's going to ruin us. I'm firmly blaming Mr. Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah. Jerry, why did you do it? You, your mate Spike, the real Zuckerman, you did this, right?
You three have caused our pain. It has become a bit of an obsession over the last few months.
It does mean that we've got a video coming up soon talking about how and why you should buy a classic 911. And when we talk about classic 911s, we're really talking pre-993, so pre-1994 911.
Yeah, 964 RS as well.
And I was going to say the 964 no way we're not going to have a 964 RS.
There will be a 964 RS at some point this year.
And of course that leads us on nicely to the fact that one of the most exciting cars this year is the Porsche 911 GT2 RS.
Yeah. Let's
We're talking 700 plus horsepower. You're talking 2.8 seconds 0 to 60. You're talking 211 miles an hour.
If that comes off, that will top the whole year.
Yeah, that's the one I'm most looking forward to, because it is going to be the most extreme, the most powerful, the most exciting, the most visceral 911 that there's ever been made. It's going to be,
and ever will be made.
Exactly. And after that, it's going to be all about the hybrid and all about that sort of new powertrain. This will be the last sort of turbocharged, standard, non-electrical powered.
I can't wait, honestly, I cannot wait.
But it is looking, it's looking promising, but I mean, there's no point getting too excited, because until it's sat there in the garage,
It doesn't exist.
it doesn't exist.
So now I want to go a little bit left field.
By all means.
Lotus Cole.
Ooh, good choice.
I mean, that, for me, growing up, the Lotus Carlton was just... They took what was essentially a repmobile and shoehorned a dirty, great big engine into it, and went, here we go, stuck some skirts on it, and went, monster saloon.
Yeah, and it's got that beautiful dark green that they come with.
British racing.
It's got sort of vents on the bonnet, it's lower, you've got the Lotus connection, so the handling has all been fettled by Lotus. The Carlton is the only reason why I go to the Vauxhall section of Auto Trader.
Yeah.
Because it isn't to buy an old classic Vauxhall Astra, that's for sure. The downside with Lotus Carltons is that not that long ago you could have picked them up for 25 grand, and that,
Good one.
at the time, that
money.
Seemed like all the money in the world.
It did for a Lotus Carlton.
And for a Lotus Carlton, we were like, get the f*** out of here. We were not going to go 25 grand for a pissing Lotus Carlton. And then someone put one up for 150,000 of the Queen's pounds.
Never.
You would be bonkers to pay that. And I think it was just one of those crazy speculators who just thought, we'll put it up there. That'll make it become the new price for a Lotus Carlton. But no, we've rumbled you.
Yeah.
You. We're not playing your game.
Not buying that.
No. Okay, what else?
A couple of Luxo barges.
Audi A8.
Yeah, get that Ronin car.
I've always liked that, yeah, for the Ronin and the fact that Jeremy Clarkson, he drove the diesel version to Edinburgh and back on one tank.
One tank?
Yeah, and I've always loved that video. But the one I would go for is the ludicrous W12 engined one.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that it's big, long wheelbase, huge, lovely, smooth engine.
Yeah.
And for the same reason, I have a little bit of an irrational soft spot for the VW Phaeton.
Me too. Me too. For exactly the same reasons. One, some idiot has shoehorned a bloody great big engine into it for no particular reason.
So smooth.
And it is so anonymous. Looking at it, you would not know that it wasn't a 2-litre diesel.
Exactly.
And I love that about it. That is the greatest thing about
sideways action there, ladies and
sideways
gentlemen.
action.
That's nature's way of telling us that I should replace the rear tyres on this 458. What do you think about the new 700 brake horsepower Mustang, Shelby Mustang GT500?
Mental. Instantly buy one.
Did you see the new version of the Bullet Mustang that they unveiled?
Yeah.
Oh, that was lovely, wasn't it?
They've actually found the original Bullet Mustang as well. It's in some guy's garage.
Have they really?
Yeah. He bought it for about $6,000 back in 1970 something. Parked it in the garage and never got it out. And someone's just done a kind of found this bloody car.
I suppose one of the cars that we lust after regularly and that we're actually going to see today is the wait for it, Lancia Delta Integrale. Oh, always wanted one of those. I've been looking for years.
Oh, since Carlos Sainz slid one round Wales for shits and giggles.
There's lots of special editions that you can get as well. Some of them are incredibly valuable, some of them aren't. But I think the Delta Integrale Evo 2, that's got to be the one. That's got to be the one to get.
What I'm looking for at the moment, the thing that is drawing me, is a 912.
Really?
Short wheelbase.
I didn't know that about
short
you.
Short wheelbased, short nosed, early 911.
Wow.
That's what's kind of drawing my attention a little bit.
I would have never said you to go for a 912, like a 4-cylinder.
I know.
I mean, that's
it's the pure kind
surprising.
of. That's what I'm looking for, that pure experience. I can't afford a 356 because they're bucket loads of cash.
I just don't know you at all.
No, it's like this is a bit left field. I don't know how much they are, but it's something that crept into my mind when I was thinking about the small early
Get on with it.
cars. The Fiat 500 at Bath.
Really? What, the old classic
Yeah.
one? With the engine stuck out the
Yeah.
back and the fact that it had to be propped open?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's mental, right? How mental is that?
Interesting. I've seen one. You could literally get in one of those today. We could go back,
Let's
I could
do
take
that.
you and show you one of those, and you would literally flop the old chap out and rub it all over it because it's absolutely beautiful. If you like that,
There's another restraining order.
I found it. I found you the car. I've just thought of another one.
Shrink sensibly.
I came within 10 minutes of owning this car on New Year's Eve. I'm still pissed off about it.
Go.
Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe.
Oh.
I'd done a video on it. Did a video on it at
Right, you went down to Sunningdale.
Sunningdale, and I did a video and I drove that one, and I came close to buying that one. I've got a very particular spec in mind. It's got to be black. It's got to have black piano wood inside, really preferably cream interior to lighten the whole thing. And that car came up at Tom Hartley Jr. Unfortunately, I paused whilst I think I was driving somewhere. I got caught up, and I got back to him 10 minutes too late, and it had gone to someone else.
That kind of wraps it up, really.
That's quite a packed
It's quite a
2018.
packed, yeah, it's actually a lot more than I thought it was going to be. But there's going to be loads more stuff to come. If there's
Who's
any,
paying for all this shit, by the way?
you.
Right.
Yeah. So if you'd like us to, if you've got any suggestions for us, or stuff you'd like us to take out, stuff you'd like us to drive, places you'd like us to go and show you, then leave comments below, make suggestions. Don't forget to have a look at the Instagram account. You can leave comments there because we always pick up comments from that as well. And here's to an excellent 2018. More stuff to come. Thanks.
Don't forget to ding the notifications bell so that all our videos become available to you as soon as we upload them.